Hello, YouTubers. It's Barbara D here. A few days ago, while I was at the library looking for research material, I ran across a DVD. I always ask for guidance to find things that are relevant for what I'm looking for, and this was extremely relevant, and I'm only going to play the first 7 or 8 minutes of it because the rest of it I found extremely disturbing and I don't want to put it up on YouTube. So anyway, the name of the video is called Deadly Harvest, and it has Kim Cattrall and Clint Walker in it. And like I said, this is from 1977. And so I'm going to go ahead. This is so relevant and so scary as to how much this is similar as to what's going on in the world right now. And this was in 1977, so that's quite a few decades ago. So here we go.
To most of us, it came as a surprise. Not many understood. Too few cared enough to stop it. Then it no longer mattered how many understood or cared. It was too late. The beginning of the end came in the late 70s. The climate changes, unseasonable cold, freak snowstorms before crops could be harvested. The energy crisis, the shortages, the high costs of growing and transporting grain, the lack of government support for research programs, the disappearance of arable land beneath the monoliths of reinforced concrete and steel as the urban centers continued their unchecked sprawl into the countryside, the industrial pollution that poisoned the earth, the water, and the air, and the continuing growth of population out of all bounds and reason. More and more people, less and less food. By the end of the 70s, the fabric of society was breaking down in most parts of the world. In the autumn of the final year of the decade, the North American harvest was lost. Grain reserves were dipped into, and the continent survived until the next harvest. Then, a sudden cold, the early snows, and for a second year, the harvest was lost. But the conviction was there that the means to survive were available. And then, the bubble burst.
Mr. Minister, this is unbelievable. This report is accurate. God in heaven, Mr. Minister, why did you wait so long before bringing us this? Dr. Abbott, I think we should confine ourselves to the subject. Oh, this is the subject, this report, informing us that our entire population... I don't think I'd go as far as that. Henry, the report is specific. Famine. Death by starvation. There's only one question. How long? Gentlemen, surely the only question now is the nature of the official reaction. Oh, let's cut the crap, George. It's going to be every man for himself. The people will have to be told the truth. Absolutely not. Let's not overreact. What do you mean, overreact? Last year's harvest was all but wiped out. And this year's harvest is frozen in the ground. I don't think Fred is overreacting. You can't blame the government for the climate changes. It's not our fault we have sunny skies one moment, snow and frost the next, December and August. Who could predict? I blame you for selling off our reserve. 2 bad harvest years, you don't have the foresight to hang on to grain reserve. Millions were starving in Asia. We cut them so. And made one hell of a profit. That's terrible. Well, it's true, isn't it? What do we feed our starving millions? You're the scientist. You tell me. It's too late, Henry. We can't help you now. So, what about growing food indoors? The water gardening process. It's impossible. We can't feed the entire urban population with hydroponic installations. We could never get them built in time. Even if we did, we don't have the energy to run them. We ought to. Fish, seaweed. The cold weather ruined our ocean resources. know when we're going to be able to grow food properly again. Well, then, there's no choice. We've got to lie.
We say we have a temporary supply and distribution problem. And we cut present rationing to half.
From 60 down to 30%. People won't accept that.
They will. If they believe more is coming.
We could distract them. Introduce martial law. Establish curfew. Close the borders.
Down on communications. Stop all long
Clear
distance
the hell out when the people realize we can't even make good on 30%. Gentlemen, please. Can I get a sense of this meeting? A show of hands. We cut rationing to 30%. Impose martial law and curfews. Close all borders. Stop all long-distance telephone calls. And under no circumstances do we tell the people the truth. In favor. Again. Abstention. This meeting endorses the minister's proposals. What does it matter anyway? In a few short days, this nation will be visited by a new terror. Our people will move across the countryside like rats, reaping a deadly harvest, scavenging over every last crumb of food, killing for it. The 10 plagues would be a welcome relief from what we've just begun here today.
So this is the movie Deadly Harvest. There you can see who's in it. And again, this is from 1977. I found the rest of this movie pretty disturbing, so due to the possibility of children viewing this, I'm not going to play the rest of it. But those of you, I think you could probably find this if you go out there and look for it online, if you want to see the rest of it. I hope that this shows you how long they've been putting this in our face. This shocked me because I don't remember seeing this back in 1977 or any time since then. So this agenda's been out there. The plan's been in place. And like the man said in the movie, the bubble burst. Let's hope that our bubble hasn't burst yet. I believe that we still have a strong-willed people here and that we can survive. I pray for that. I love you all. Leave comments. Subscribe. See you soon.